defeated Southeast from Roots, Florida 9-1. They then shut out Windsor, California 3-0 in the semifinals. And in the U.S. Championship game last night, they shut out Honolulu, Hawaii 2-0. I mentioned Fugate in the performance that he had. 6 innings, a complete game, 2-hitter, no runs, no walks, 12 strikeouts.
Well, Taiwan came out as the #1 seed out of the E group in the international side, and Lexington came out as the #1 in the C group. And although Taiwan is undefeated, both being #1 seeds, they tossed the coin, and Lexington won and chose to be home.
2-2 pitch. That one is lined right to shortstop. Hammonds is there for the second out of the inning. Both these teams advancing to the championship, but the two teams that lost played for the bronze medal earlier, and what a game. Japan 2, Honolulu 1.
What a finish. Tying run thrown out at the plate at the bottom of the inning, and as close a play as you'll ever see. And I think, honestly, it could have gone either way.
Yeah.
Someone would have been unhappy.
It was that close. I mentioned you could probably put an index card between the catcher's glove and the runner sliding in at home plate. What a game. What a finish. Tian Siang Rue at the plate with 2 outs and the base is empty.
Taiwan, has never won a Babe Ruth World Series. They're looking for their very first Babe Ruth World Series title of any kind.
That pitch inside for a ball.
South Lexington won the Cal Ripken 12-year-old in Vincennes, Indiana in 2001. The 11-year-old Cal Ripken at Treasure Coast in Florida in 2018. And back in 1992, they won the Bambino tournament in Alachua, Florida. So they have 3 to their credit.
This one hit out to left center, but also playable. This time it's the left fielder, Alan Cox. He will make the catch. It's a 1-2-3 inning. We move to the bottom of the first. Taiwan 0. Ohio Valley coming to the plate. Missouri. A look from our drone. Outstanding coverage by our crew, but also Todd Anderson, our drone guy, giving you great looks from above. Let's give you the starting lineup for Ohio Valley here in the bottom of the first. Leading off, the second baseman, Blake Lambert. Eli Hammonds playing shortstop, batting second, followed by Fugate in center, Siegler the catcher, Pinland the pitcher, Graves, Potter, Cox, and Moss round out the starting 9. And here's Jim Rivers once again with the defense.
All right, for the final time for Ilan Taiwan in left field, it's Sao Ji-an. The second baseman, Lin Chen Hung. At right field, the center fielder, Lin Chen Hung. In right field, it's Sai Chen Siang. Let's move into the infield. At third base, Chien Kai Lu. The shortstop today is Gong Yong Ren. At second base, Sing Sin. The first baseman is Chen Bo Sheng. The catcher today is Peng Yen, and your pitcher, Tian Siang Rue. These are the young men, the international champs from the Isle of Taiwan.
All right, thank you, Jim. Blake Lambert leads it off. First pitch of the inning is there for strike one.
And young men from Lexington would love to thank the University of Kentucky, who really stepped up and helped them get here. Along with Walmart Farms, Spendthrift Farm, Town and Country Farms, Susan Wenner, the folks at Cypress Properties, Step CG, and Deaver Golf Carts. Thank you all, corporate sponsors, in helping these young men realize their dream that, you know, they've already won the United States title. They can bring home the International World Series. That would be a cherry on top.
No question. 1-2 the count. Low and away for a ball that will even the count.
We talk about South Lexington having won 3. The city of Lexington has won a few. 2003, the Cal Ripken 10-year-old at Williamsburg, Virginia. In 2009, the Cal Ripken 12-year-old in Van Buren, Arkansas. There's a couple more we'll tell you about.
Lambert went 0 for 3 in the U.S. Championship against Honolulu, but he gets a base hit here to start off the bottom of the first inning.
2011, they took the Cal Ripken Major 12-7 in Aberdeen, Maryland. And also 2011, the 10-year-olds from Lexington won in Winchester, Virginia. And in 2012, the 13 and to 15-year-olds won in Van Buren, Arkansas. So Lexington as a community has won 8 Babe Ruth World Series.
Here's Eli Hammonds, the shortstop.
Batting .409.
He has scored a team-leading 12 runs. Good chance we could see Eli on the mound today, too. This one hit on a hop to first. They'll go to second to get the force out. Nice play, nice recovery by Posehn. So a fielder's choice for Hammonds. One out for the center fielder, Zach Fugate.
Well, Hammonds went 3 for 3 against Lutz, Florida. Had a home run in that game. Fugate hit a couple of RBIs in their win over West Fargo, Indiana. And went 2 for 3 and had good success against Honolulu in that 2-0.
Yeah, he's
win.
batting .500. Really good tournament.
And soon after this tournament ends, the Babe Ruth will release the all-tournament team, the all-defensive team.
The dimensions here at the ballpark, 235 down the left and right field line, 265 to straightaway center field. We will play 6 innings to determine our world champion.
We talked about what it took for them to win last night, 2-0. I think the same recipe today.
Yeah.
They have to play mistake-free baseball, take advantage of any opening that Taiwan might give them.
Two outs for John Siegler.
Lexington with an 8-7 win over Cherry Hill, New Jersey. They beat Hot Springs, Arkansas 9-2 in pool play. Defeated Kennewick, Washington 3-1, Easton, Mass 9-1, and West Fargo, Indiana 7-2. Those were their pool play games.
You know, Jim, not only don't make any mistakes, because they can't afford to do that against a good team like Taiwan, but, you know, we saw them yesterday in that U.S. Championship. They need a complete game from everyone. It was the 8 and 9 hitters that came through, and that's in that third inning. Alan Cox, the 8-hitter, doubled, and then the next batter, the number 9 hitter, Reed Moss, with a squeeze bunt, or excuse me, squeeze bunt, or sacrifice bunt, rather, to get him into scoring position. Zach Fugate ended up doubling in a run.
Well, obviously, you and I have no dog in this fight, but I have to say, this Lexington team, it just has the feeling of a team of destiny. And as their coach said, they told the team yesterday, everyone counted us out. No one thought we'd be here, and here we are.
Actually, it was a squeeze bunt. Cox had doubled. So, a strikeout to end the inning. Ohio Valley gets a leadoff hit but fails to score. We're scoreless as we head to the top of the second. World Series, a World Championship game. Current temperature 89 degrees in Branson, Taiwan, and Ohio Valley.
Pentland back on the mound. He was the winning pitcher in their 9-1 victory over Lutz, Florida. And that's the game that Hammonds went 3 for 3 and had the home run to give his teammates support. Got a couple of pitchers. Preston Carl's also been an effective pitcher for them. So I know last night it was a heck of a performance by Fugate, but they've got a couple of arms on this team as well.
Chenpo Sheng will lead it off here in the second. Batters 4, 5, and 6 for Taiwan.
Batting .625.
Penland retired the side in order in the top of the first inning.
$113 games, Mike. Think about it.
That's a lot of
10
games.
days.
Yeah.
9 days, actually.
Playing on multiple fields. We're on St. Louis Stadium Field. There's a shot from our drone from center field. Good look. You can see a good crowd on hand as this one is hit right back to Penland for the first out of the inning.
Let's take a moment to thank the guys who really have worked extremely hard to bring you these pictures and the sounds of the World Series, led by James Crenshaw, the director and executive producer. Brian McCullough, the producer, and has done some on-the-field stuff. Alan Mays, Donald Carroll, a.k.a. Randy Johnson, and Roosevelt Smith, and, of course, our drone guy. Yeah, the group right there, Todd Anderson.
All right, thank you, Jim. Outstanding job.
They've made us look good.
Yes, they have. I mean, some great camera angles.
Unfortunately, they've kept us off camera.
Replay, has been outstanding, especially that play of the plate to end that last ball game. Wow.
Unfortunately, our faces have not been on camera often because we have faces for radio.
Speak for yourself, Jim. Come on now, you're a handsome guy. I'm sure your wife would say the same. Chin Kai Lee, the third baseman. Trying to frame it, but just missed outside for a ball. Penland looking for his first strikeout of the game. He's retired all 4 batters that he has faced. No score, top of the second. Game scheduled for 6. Popped up, but just over our heads. I keep thinking we're going to get one up here.
Thinking of the home run, Sing Sin has the only home run for this team. He has a pair.
Kylie 1 for 3 against Japan. Caught looking here though. So the first strikeout for Penland.
You got to love his face makeup, huh? He means business here today. Looks like a warrior out there with that face paint on.
Yeah. 2 outs. He does. Look at that. How can you see? Hope he doesn't get in his eyes.
Keeps the sun out of your eyes, even when there's no sun.
Thankfully, there's no sun right now. It's keeping it somewhat cool since we are, as I mentioned, 89 degrees. 2 outs for Sing Sin, the second baseman. That's a strike.
By the way, the international batting champ is Min Jae Jang. Dylan Irizarry is the international most valuable player. Guillermo Barraza is the United States most valuable player. Jace Braun was the U.S. batting champ. And we'll have more for you in a bit, but those have been announced. In fact, both Braun and Barraza were up in our headquarters between games.
Yeah.
Just 2 real nice kids.
Barraza setting the Cal Ripken World Series record with 28 strikeouts in the tournament.
That was held by Austin Francis of Troy, New York, back in 2017.
Gives this one a ride, but it's out of play.
And our thanks to Mike Solanik for keeping us up to date and keeping cold cloths on our neck, keeping us up to date with information. He's a multi-purpose.
He is. He's all over the place.
He is.
Irizarry setting a Cal Ripken World Series with 3 home runs in 1 game. 2 outs, bases empty. The 3-2 pitch. That one hit into right. This is playable near the foul line. And the catch is made in foul territory by Graham Potter for the 3rd out of the inning. So it's another 1-2-3 inning for Noah Pentland. We move to the bottom of the 2nd. Still scoreless here in the World Championship game. So far, we're scoreless. You can see the drone shot from up above the stadium, the eye in the sky. It's been a great addition to our coverage, to our broadcast this week.
Oh, yeah, you've got to bring them back. Got to bring them back next year. You know, we still have ways to go here. There's the bat.
There you go.
Yeah,
there's some hardware right there.
Yep.
That's Barraza from the far right. He's the 2nd player holding that big trophy. He set the Cal Ripken World Series with 28 strikeouts.
Min Jae Jang from Korea, the international batting champ.
That's the young man that hit 3 home runs.
Dylan
in 1 game.
Irizarry. Does he look like a big kid?
No.
Man, he's got power. What a sweet swing.
Nicely done, guys. Great tournament.
Yeah, great to have these kids out on the field to get recognized. Probably have to ship those home.
Yes.
Well, you know, we still have a lot of baseball left, but I do want to do a shout-out and thank Rob Connor, Babe Ruth, for giving me the opportunity to come here.
I'm glad you're here, too.
And work with you, Mike.
Thank you, Rob.
And the guys, they're like brothers now. The guys on Crenshaw's staff, just fabulous people to work with, and I've enjoyed it.
5, 6, and 7 due up for Ohio Valley. Noah Pidlin leading it off. No score here in the bottom of the second. Game scheduled for 6. World Championship game from Branson, Missouri. Our final game of the tournament. We had 5 days of pool play. We began with 24 U.S. teams, 10 international teams. We're down to 1 U.S. team and 1 international team. One ball, one strike. Dion Siang Rue.
And if Taiwan were to win, they would be the only remaining undefeated team.
That's right, because Honolulu was undefeated, and then they lost their final 2 games. Japan was undefeated. They lost to Taiwan in the international championship game. They did come back to win 2-1 against Honolulu today to take home the bronze medal. Ohio Valley went 4-1 in Group C. So they've only lost 1 game.
Yeah, and that was a game in which they fell behind to Kennewick, Washington, 10-0 in the first inning. They eventually lost 13-11. We said it the other night. You're down 10-0 after 1/2 inning, and now you're in the international final.
That's crazy.
Never give up.
That's right. Ball 4, leadoff batter on board for the second consecutive inning. That's the first walk of the game. Sends up the first baseman, Reed Graves.
.292 batting average. He's scored a run. He's driven in 9. Sangrui has a quick move to first.
Bunted up in the air. It will be caught. No throw back to first. Kindly avoiding colliding with his pitcher.
Now, unfortunately, the base runner, the Penland, held up to make sure that wasn't going to drop in there. That was caught. He just did get back.
1 out, 1 on. Here's the right fielder, Graham Potter.
And Yen at the catcher spot has a rocket for an arm. But the base runner shouldn't stray too far off that bag because he'll gun it down there.
Potter went 1 for 2 against Honolulu in the U.S. Championship game. One ball, 2 strikes, 1 out, 1 on, no score. Bottom of the second.
Taiwan looking for their first ever Babe Ruth championship in baseball.
Fouled off at home plate. And here comes the raindrops. Just a light drizzle at the moment.
Passing shower. The clouds aren't real dark.
Second, back to first. Not in time. 6-4 fielder's choice for Potter. That's the second out of the inning.
Again, Lexington home team by virtue of the flip of a coin.
And here's Alan Cox. I mentioned what he did as he lines the first pitch into center field. The catch is made, but he was the man who started it against Honolulu yesterday. No runs, no hits, no errors, a walk, and a runner left on base. We're through. scoreless in this World Championship game between Taiwan and Ohio Valley from southeast Lexington, Kentucky. There's the drone making its way towards home plate. You can see the crowd, a festive crowd here tonight for this World Championship game. And the drone, I think, is done for the moment with the raindrops not falling hard, but enough for that drone to make an exit.
Well, there aren't any dark, ugly clouds out there that might suggest thunderstorms or worse. Again, I think this might be passing. Refreshing, if nothing else.
Sai-Chin Sang at the plate, the starting right fielder. Noah Penland has retired all 6 batters that he has faced, including a strikeout.
Chen Sang batting .333.
It's really only fitting that we have a left-hander on the mound for our final game, right?
Absolutely.
I don't know how many left-handed pitchers we've seen in this tournament, but it's the most I've ever seen.
You know, they have not given up a run since the opening part of the playoffs. When
they gave up 1 to Lutz, Florida, Southeast, in the quarterfinals, but then
shout out Windsor.
Yep.
Shout out Honolulu, and they've got a shout out going here. That's amazing.
Let me see when Lutz got that run. As this one's hit to short, the throw across in time, 6-3 put out. You know, again, pitching, defense, timely hitting. That's what wins championships. Lutz got that run in the 3rd inning.
So that's how many innings that go? 6 innings. So there's 5 there. That's 11, 17,
12, should 19, be 15 19, straight?
19.
6, 6, and 3, right?
Yeah. And how many in the first game? You said they got it in the 2nd inning.
In the 3rd inning.
3rd inning. So that's 6, 6, and 3, and
so that's 15 consecutive scoreless innings.
And 1 here so far. 2
15
here so
plus
far.
17, yeah. This is the 18th.
The 18 shutout innings for their pitching staff.
Lee Noye at the plate. That's going to win quite a few ball games if you can play like that.
Keep them off the board, you'll win a few.
Yeah. Just missed on the next pitch.
Quite the pitching staff.
Noye ahead in the count. 2-1.
Well, Filburn got the win against Cherry Hill. Hammond got the win against Hot Springs. Fugate got the win against Mass. Carl got the win against Fargo. Penland against Lutz. Hammond's against Windsor. And Fugate against Hawaii. So they've got quite the staff.
3-1 pitch is in there for a strike. Makes the count full now. 1 out, base is empty for the number 8 hitter in the order. Noah looking for his 2nd strikeout of the game. This one is hit into right field, but not deep right field. In fact, it goes to short right field. And second baseman Blake Lambert makes the catch for out number 2. Two outs for Ping Yen. Ping Yen, the catcher. Ohio Valley looking for its 18th straight shutout inning.
Yeah, amazing.
Two outs with the bases empty. Penland behind in the count. But he comes right back with a strike. West Raleigh, North Carolina defeated Branson earlier today to win the Iron Bracket. It's good to get to know some of these coaches He's one we probably know about as good as any of them here.
Yeah. Yep.
Branson coach.
He loves to chat.
He does. Called strike 3. Second strikeout for Penland. It's the third consecutive 1-2-3 inning. We'll head to the bottom of the third here in the World Championship game. Still scoreless. Valley will send up 9-1-2 here in the bottom of inning number 3. Yes, everyone having a good time here in Branson, Missouri. Show your stuff, young man.
Bust a move. The bad boy for Ohio Valley is Logan Penland. They are coached by Shannon Potter, the manager, Mike Siegler, Kevin Hammonds, Alex Penland are the coaches.
Rain has subsided, so they're drawing back out there.
On the other side, the manager is Tien Lung Yen. His coaches are Chun Yi Lei, Chia Chi Peng, and Hui Nan Song.
Reed Moss hits this one down the right field line, but just fouled. Ohio Valley has had 4 base runners, but they have yet to get one in scoring position. Called strike 3. That's the third strikeout for Xian Rue. 1 out. Now to the top of the order. Here's Blake Lambert. And a base hit to center field last time up. No score, bottom of the third. Game scheduled for 6 here in the Cal Ripken World Series World Championship game. The U.S. champion and the international champion going head to head.
We thought we might be hard pressed to beat the game we had this morning, the bronze medal game, but we're headed that way.
It's off to a good start, isn't it? Strike called. One, two. One outside. The 1-out pitch. Fouled back. This one hit in the air to left field, but South KN is there. He'll make the catch for out number 2. 2 outs for shortstop Eli Hammonds. Eli reached on a fielder's choice last time up. Had a big game against Lutz, Florida. He went 3 for 3 with a couple of runs driven in, a home run, a double. Ohio Valley defeated Southeast in that game 9-1. This one hit left side, but no one's going to catch it. Kind of that no man's land beyond the third base bag. Pitch in there for a strike. How about this, pitching staff? We mentioned how many innings in a row they've gone without giving up a run. They've only given up 1 run in bracket play. We'll have more on that a little bit later. Swing and a miss as Hammonds is out on strikes. It's a 1-2-3 inning in the third. We move to the fourth. Still no score between Taiwan and Ohio Valley.
Here's the thing about this. YMCA from our umpiring crew here at the ballpark, entertaining the fans. Love it. Come on, guys. There you go. YMCA. Nicely done. Well, we move to the top of the fourth. We're halfway done with this one, and we are scoreless.
And the umpires.
We know that if you were out there, you'd be out there dancing.
Absolutely. Gotta get
Jim's
into
been
it.
dancing in the booth all week long.
If you can't dance to some of this music, you don't have a heart, Mike.
Yeah.
You don't have a pulse.
Right. 10-1-2 due up for Taiwan against Noah Penland, who has retired all 9 batters that he has faced.
Well, you mentioned that Lutz, Penland was the winning pitcher there. Hammonds pitched against Windsor, and Fugate took the win against Honolulu. And you've got Preston Carl, who had a couple of wins in pool play. So they got plenty of pitching.
You throw out that 13-11 game that they had, that they lost, their only loss of the tournament, and look how many runs they've given up.
Yeah.
A total of 6 runs. Well, in the Cherry Hill, New Jersey game, that was an 8-7 win.
8-7 win.
But they gave up 2 runs in one game, 1 run in another, 2 runs in another, 1 run in another, and then back-to-back shutouts.
Well, and for Taiwan, young Ren had the no-hitter against Mexico.
Yeah. Had some really good pitching performances.
Siang Rui shut out Aruba. Yi Chao Sang shut out Australia. Kai Lee won the game over Korea. And the second game, the win went to Hung. So Taiwan's got some pretty good pitching. We could be here a while, Mike.
Well, let's see what happens, though, because they get their first base runner. They got the top of the order coming up. Will Lin Chin Hong sacrifice? He flew out to center first time up.
Got the peanut gallery over in the third base dugouts, sitting up on top.
Let's see how they try to get that runner to second. There he goes. He's going to steal. And not in time on the throw.
Well, until the catcher can prove he can throw you out, you got to test him. Siegler made a nice throw, but a good jump down there by Hong.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. That one hit on a line shot, caught by Fugate. That will get the runner to third.
They're going to throw it to second and ask for whether or not he left early. And we can take a look at it on the catch. That was a challenge.
1 out with a runner at third for South KN.
Well, we can't see the runner, but the umpire was right there watching. That's his only job, is to watch that runner and the catch.
Chance for Taiwan to score the first run of the game here in the top of the 4th inning. Here comes a runner home. They were trying a suicide squeeze.
That's what it's come down to in this game.
Yeah.
Runs will be at a premium.
Watch the runner break on the pitch.
We've seen a couple of squeezes, one suicide and one safety squeeze already in bracket play. You get that ball down, it's almost impossible to throw the runner out on a suicide squeeze. Of course, if you swing and miss, he's dead to rights.
Moss creeping in now at third base.
And if it's a foul tip, it's a live ball.
Let's see if he tries to bunt again. Swinging away, and he's behind in the count, 0-2. Well, this would be a big strikeout if Penland could get his third.
Nobody in the park thinks that he's going to try and bunt again.
Not with 2 strikes.
Just saying.
Which is a good time to do it, right? Oh, 2 pitch.
Timing play. The pitcher almost has to turn and fire the ball before the third baseman gets there.
One out with a runner at third. Fouled off out of play. We'll try the 0-2 again. A little bit high for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. No score, top of the fourth. World Championship game. Line drive, center field, base hit. Taiwan takes the first lead of the game, and that breaks a string of 18 straight scoreless innings.
And they tricked their number 3 hitter, Kian Sang Rue, a .333 hitter coming in. Now to get the big guy, Chen Bo Shang, .625 hitter. Took part in the home run derby. Nope.
Yeah, he's on deck.
Yeah, he's on deck. Sang Rue. Again, we have 10 batters.
Can be very confusing. I did the same thing. Xiang Rue flew out to left first time up. 2 out, or 1 out rather, with a runner at first.
Yeah, and he's batting .333.
52 pitches for Noah Pinland.
You could say they've got Preston Carl, who's seen a lot of pitching.
He retired the first 9 batters that he faced, and the number 10 hitter, Young Ren, walked to lead off the inning.
Carl was 2-0 in pool play.
There goes the runner to second. The pitch is called a strike. The throw in time this time. 2 outs.
Big throw out by Siegler. Now we have Tian Sang Rue.
Lambert applying the tag. Close play at second base. 2 outs. And a line drive to second, the 3rd out of the inning. But Taiwan on the scoreboard first after a leadoff walk, 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and no one. Let's see if Ohio Valley can answer in their half of the 4th, down 1-0 in this World Championship game, our final game of the 2023 Cal Ripken Major 70 World Series.
Well, the next 2 batters went down on strikes swinging in the first inning.
Zach Fugate, John Siegler, Noah Pinland.
Fugate batting .500.
Against Xiang Rue.
He had 2 home runs against Cherry Hill. He had a couple of RBIs against West Fargo. He had 2 hits against Honolulu in that 2-0 win.
No balls, 2 strikes. Fouled off. Hit the pole.
Hit the light pole.
Yep. Hit the light pole and then bounced back out on the field. Oh, 2. Fouled off again.
Flag blowing from right to left out there. The flag from the state of Kentucky. The Taiwanese flag, and Old Glory out there in the middle.
Fugate shut down Honolulu in that U.S. championship game. No walks, 12 strikeouts.
There you go, Mike.
Oh. And it bounces up and gets caught.
You counted your chickens.
In the railing.
I thought you had one there.
I thought so, too. That's as close as it's come, too.
Yeah. Yeah, that took a big high bounce up into the...
Oh,
there's another one, Mike. You got another
that
one.
One's over the head.
He's aiming for you.
Yeah. So close. So close. Hey, I got a ladder right here.
Take a look between innings. Take a look.
That one's low for a ball. Fugate battling here. 1-2 the count. Swing and a miss.
High heat. Tough to lay off.
That's the 5th strikeout of the game.
Zager batting .278 coming in. He does have 8 RBI, however.
One out for John Siegler, the catcher. Also a K victim. First one a little bit low for ball 1. Nothing in 2.
Sangruay is spinning right now.
1-1, excuse me, 1-1.
Changing speeds very well.
Inside for a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out, base is empty. Bottom of inning number 4. Game scheduled for 6. Strike called. That evens the count. World Championship game. Lexington, Kentucky, and Taiwan.
Last year it was Jamestown, Kentucky, right? Jamestown or Jamesville?
Jamestown.
Jamestown and Mexico. And Mexico came out and took that early lead, and Jamestown came back and won. The Bluegrass State looking for back-to-back here.
Popped up. Pitcher says, I got it.
Got it in foul territory.
Two up, 2 down. 8 in a row now retired by Siang Rue. That sends up Noah Pinland, who walked his first time up. First pitch in there for strike 1. Ohio Valley has had base runners.
Potter was the last to get on base on a fielder's choice when they forced Penland at second. He was their last base runner.
But they haven't had a runner in scoring position. That one lifted into center field for a base hit. A 2-out single for Penland.
Reed Graves,
baseman Reed Graves.
9 RBI on the playoffs.
Popped up to the pitcher, first time up. Finland with a short lead, but he's expanding it, and there he goes. The pitch is a strike. The throw to second, not in time.
You need a real solid hit here to score him with these arms out on the outfield that Taiwan has.
Well, you mentioned what Graves has been able to do in this tournament. Let's see. Runner in scoring position with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th.
Yeah, you've got to get Finland off to a good lead, and the shortstop's playing back. Second base, a little cat and mouse going on, but he needs a good lead to score on these arms out there if it's a sharp hit.
Ohio Valley looking to tie it. Throw to second, not in time.
Young Ren thought he had him.
Let's take another look at it. Almost leaning the other way.
No, he got in.
He did.
He got in.
Fouled back. 1 ball, 1 strike. Next pitch low for a ball. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 2-2 pitch won't be made. Another throw back to second.
You throw it into center field, and Hong is a long way back there. You should be able to get a good-sized lead here. Now the infielders are playing back.
Full count. Sion Rue has walked 1 batter.
Good secondary lead.
Chopped to second. The throw to first in time, and the inning is over. Ohio Valley with a hit, but they fail to score. We'll move to the top of the 5th. Taiwan still leads it 1-0. We are back here at Ballparks of America. Great ball game, Jim.
It has been a great day. With that bronze game, the way it ended, this appears ended for a photo finish as well. And Taiwan still with 2 at-bats, and this is where you want to prevent the insurance run if you're Lexington, Kentucky.
Finland back out on the mound.
Giving up 2 runs in the last 9 to 18 innings. Can't ask any more than that of your pitching staff. Now the bats need to help.
Chen Po-Sheng grounded out to the pitcher, first time up. No balls and a strike. Bounced, one hopper to short. The throw across the diamond by Hammonds is in time.
A lot of these young men are going to move up, play 13 to 15 Babe Ruth baseball next year.
Yeah.
I'm sure some of these guys will be hearing from them in future World Series.
Always fun to follow guys, you know, follow their path.
Somebody followed Mike Trout once upon a time.
That's right, he played in this league. Chin Kai Lee struck out looking first time up. Top of the fifth, game scheduled for 6, winding down. The Cal Ripken Major 70 World Series, a couple of innings to go. Timeout called as they sent a couple of players to the bullpen, Taiwan. Just in case.
The great Pee Wee Reese was in Kentucky. Former New York Yankee and a great broadcaster.
Two-0 pitch in there for a strike, 2-1. Five, 6, and 7, or 5 and 6 anyway. There's one out. Count now 3-1. Penland walked his first batter last inning. But this one hit deep in the hole and short. That's going to get through into left field for a base hit. It's only the second hit of the game for Taiwan.
Bring up Sing Sin.
He flew out to right field, foul territory back in the second.
And he has home run power. He has 2 in this tournament. Well, that is,
yeah, that's
13.
6 in.
Yep.
They'll take strike 1.
See if they test Sigler's arm again. He threw out a run. He threw out Sao Ji-an in the 4th inning.
Throw goes to first, not in time. Another look from the drone, the eye in the sky.
Gong Young Ren was successful stealing and then came around to score.
Swing and a miss. Nothing in 2. There's the drone. Pretty neat how that little thing
give you some big pictures.
Yeah. I like your comments when you said, feels like we need a big fly swatter.
Big fly swatter when it comes here. I'm sure Todd would appreciate that.
A chant of USA. Ohio Valley, the U.S. champion. Swing and a miss. 2 outs. 3rd strikeout for Penland.
I think Chang Sang Sai, I believe, was the young man in the bullpen down there for Taiwan. We'll see if they make a change.
Saichin Sang, the batter. He's 0 for 1 with a ground out to short. 2 outs with a runner at first. And the first pitch in for strike 1. Taiwan fans making their own noise. Throw to first, not in time. Oh, 2 pitch. Popped up. Foul territory, first base side, and drifting over is Reed Graves, the first baseman, for the third and final out. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, a runner left on base. We move to the 5th, bottom of the 5th. It's still 1-0.
Welcome back to St. Louis Park, and we have a pitching change for Taiwan. They're looking to close the deal.
Got to say hello, Jim.
Say hello, Mom.
To our drone.
It is Chen Bo Sheng who's going to go out and try and seal the deal here for Taiwan, trying to win their first ever Babe Ruth World Series championship.
So starting pitcher Xiang Rue went 4 innings, allowed no runs on just 2 hits.
And Kai Lee is now at first base for Taiwan.
In 4 innings, 1 walk, 5 strikeouts.
Bo Sheng the pitcher, Yan the catcher, Kai Lee is at first base. It's Jian Hung and Yi Chao in the outfield, Yong Ren at third, Xiang Rue at short, Sing Sin at second, and Kai Lee is at first, Yan the catcher.
Seven, 8, and 9 due up for Ohio Valley. Down a run in the bottom of the 5th inning.
We remind you that the kids from Lexington are the home team. They will get the last at bat.
It's in there for a strike. One pitch. There for strike 2. Line drive caught at third base. Here's the replay. Takes away a potential hit, maybe even extra base hit. It gets down that line.
Played by Yong Ren.
Yep. 1 out for Alan Cox, who lined out to center his first time up.
Taiwan 4 outs away.
And a little
little soft liner caught at shortstop for out number 2.
So Lexington will get the top of the order up for sure next inning. They could get up now. They could get Lambert up there if Moss gets on base. But if he doesn't, Lambert, Hammonds, Fugate, and Sigler will get up in the 6th inning.
We're going to have a new hitter. Let's see what number this is coming to the plate.
And that is number 21, Mike. That's Preston Carl. He's done quite a bit of pitching for this team as well.
And Carl gets hit by the pitch. He represents the tying run with 2 outs. Good show of sportsmanship. Pitcher coming over to check on him, make sure he's okay.
Here we go, top of the order.
Let's see if Moss re-enters at first base.
Yeah, I mean, quite frankly, he doesn't look like he's got a lot of speed. He's a big kid. Yeah.
Actually, no, it won't be number 12. It's number 18.
Brady Vernon. Probably one of the quickest kids on the team.
Got top of the order up. Vernon at first base. First pitch, a strike called. Blake Lambert 1 for 2 today. A 1 pitch. Take it for a ball.
He's going.
Throw to second. Safe. So the tying run in scoring position with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Can they get that timely hitting? Remember, I said good pitching, good defense, and timely hitting wins championships.
See Angraway, the shortstop, behind him, trying to sneak in if he can. But you got a right-handed batter up there. You don't want to leave a big hole there between 2nd and 3rd.
And the count runs to 3-1. Wild pitch will get the runner to 3rd. That was ball 4, so runners on the corners.
And 2, 3, and 4 coming up. The Lumber. And we may have seen the last on the mound of Bo Shangar. Maybe he's just going to have a few words with him, but he has struggled.
Yeah, he's hit a batter and has walked a batter.
And had a wild pitch. Yeah, stay in there.
And also, you know, you had that line drive to 3rd that almost got into the outfield. Eli Hammonds will try to tie this game up with 2 outs.
He had a big 3-for-3 day and a home run against Lutz. Lefty. Sunfield in right field.
And he hits that one pretty well to the gap in right center field. That's going to get down for extra bases. 1 run scores. Here comes run number 2. Ohio Valley has taken a 2-1 lead. Talk about timely hitting, Jim.
Well, we talked about that right field being a tough sun field, and the right fielder, Yi Chao, is not playing extremely deep. He had to run a long way. Nice effort, as you see here, but just over his reach. And the runners were going on the hit. With 2 outs, they were off to the races. That allowed both runners to score. And It's a happy bunch over in that Lexington dugout right now.
Blake Lambert scoring the go-ahead run. 2 outs, and they get the big hit. Still with a chance to get another one, runner at second. Brady Vernon scored the first run, the tying run, and then Lambert scored the go-ahead run on the double by Hammonds.
Well, you know, the big thing was the hit batsman after 2 were out.
Yeah, that was big, right. Fugate's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. He's behind, 0-2.
Going to go down to Brian McCullough.
We had a 2-1 game, yeah. But after the game,
Yep.
we will go down to the sideline for some post-game interviews. But we had a 2-1 game earlier today in the bronze medal game. A play at the plate, a throw out of the runner on the final play of the game. Now here we have a base hit, a double with 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th inning for a 2-1 lead. 2 really good games today.
Fans have gotten their money's worth.
Bouncing ball over to third. The throw across will be in time. That will do it for Ohio Valley. But they played their first runs of the game. They scored twice on the 2-run double by Eli Hammonds. We'll head to the final inning of play. Jim, that's what they're playing for.
Well, I tell you, the kids over in Lexington, Kentucky are 3 outs away. Did someone say team of destiny? Did someone say that along the way? They still got to get 3 outs, but they are facing the 8, 9, 10 batters. But Chien and Sang is going to pinch hit to start things off, and Taiwan needs a base runner here. They're only down by 1.
Noah Penland has pitched 5 innings. He's allowed just 1 run on 2 hits, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts. He's pitched well enough to win it. Can he get 3 outs without giving up a run? Buckle your seatbelts.
Fasten your belts, indeed.
First pitch, called a ball to start the inning. Can Taiwan rally down to their final 3 outs? Misses for ball 2. 2-0. Well, the last time they got their leadoff guy on, he scored. A leadoff walk in the 4th inning. That's in there for a strike.
2-1.
Looked like Nsang was taking it all the way, too.
I'd be inclined to take it again here, too. Swings at this one, a little soft liner to second. The catch is made for out number 1. Taiwan down to their final 2 outs. And we'll have another hitter, Jim.
Sang Yi Chao. Sang Yi Chao.
One out, base is empty.
That was a big out.
It was.
Big out.
It was. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
That allows Penland to breathe a little easier with the bases empty. He can go right after this batter. Doesn't have to worry about a bunt.
That one just misses for a ball. Evens the count at 1-1. Final inning of play. Taiwan now down a run. 1-1 pitch. That one is hit into left field. Base hit. The tying run aboard.
Get out there in no man's land. Cox came over. Hammonds and Moss went out. Not a chance. Seeing eye single down that left field line.
One
Texas
out.
Leaguer, as they used to call them.
Young Grin. He walked and scored in the 4th.
And again, we'll remind you, Lexington is the home team. They will get a last at bat.
Throw goes to first, not in time.
Everybody thinking bunt. Moss coming down the line. First baseman Graves stayed home. If there's any bunt to that left side, will have to be fielded by the pitcher. For that right side, I should say.
One out pitch. Call a ball. The 1-0. That one hit in the air to center field, but this is playable. Fugate will make the catch, and now Ohio Valley is 1 out away from winning the World Championship.
And it should be Lin Chang Hung, who has flied out to center both times. Who wants it? Lexington, Kentucky, looking to bring the championship home to the Bluegrass State for the 2nd straight year. What a week it's been. Game 113, and 112 was a great game.
Throw goes to first. 2 outs here in the 6th.
You roll the dice and send him. Try hit and run.
Well, you'd be rolling the dice, wouldn't you?
You would be.
Yeah, I'm not sure you do that with your leadoff hitter. And 2 outs. But that's probably why I'm in the booth and not down on the field coaching.
It's fun to speculate.
Yeah.
It's easy to coach from up here, for sure.
0-1. Popped up. This could do it. The third baseman. Ball game over. Ohio Valley from Southeast Lexington, Kentucky, your 2023 Cal Ripken Major 70 World Series World Champions. Final score, Ohio Valley 2, Taiwan 1. What a game. We'll take a break. We'll let them get set up for the award presentation. Stay tuned. The postgame show coming up. Ohio Valley wins it. Back after this.
The Presley family is celebrating 55 years with a special $55 family pack. We would love to have your family join us this summer.
Time in Lexington, Kentucky, as Ohio Valley has just captured the Cal Ripken Major 70 World Series World Championship with a 2-1 win against Taiwan. And Jim, you said it earlier, team of destiny.
Well, I know Shannon Potter apparently had a tremendous pregame speech before their win over Honolulu, and it must have just carried through to this. They played mistake-free and came up with a big one over an outstanding Taiwan team that had come in undefeated. So there are no more undefeated teams left in the tournament. Lexington brings it back to Kentucky, the second straight year we've had a winner from that state.
Yeah, you think basketball in the state of Kentucky, but the last 2 years, the team from Kentucky has won the World Championship.
The Tallison Award winner is Tian Siang Rui. And
no surprise,
Noah Penland.
Yeah, wins it on the other side as he throws a complete game today.
As the second year in a row, the Cal Ripken World Series World Champion hails from the state of Kentucky.
We'll have the presentation of the hardware. Mike Solanik down there, along with the tournament director, Brian Walbridge, but Mike, the national commissioner.
Here's the final line total for starting pitcher Noah Penland. 6 innings, 3 hits, 1 run, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts.
They are presenting the individual medals to each of the young men on the Taiwan team.
Silver rings to the runners-up.
Yep, Tian Siang Rui, Sing Sin, Lin Chain Hong, Chien Kai Li, Chien Bo Sheng, Chien En Sang, Xian Yi Chao, Sai Yi Chao, Sao Jian, Gong Yong Ren, Lino Ya, Sai Yuen, Peng Yen, Chosin An, and Yu Hing Hao. All congratulations.
I know it's a tough, heartbreaking loss, but they're going to go back with some bling. A lot of great memories. Taiwan played really well in this tournament, and that was their first loss.
Yeah, and the closest anyone came to beating Lexington, they beat Cherry Hill 8-7 in the first game with Zach Fugate hitting 2 home runs. They beat Hot Springs by 7. They gave up 10 runs in the first inning against Kennewick. 10 runs. They're down 10-0.
Yeah.
And these kids fought back, not only made that game close, they came all the way back and won the World's Championship. And that's a credit to their coaching staff, keeping these kids up and thinking positive. Then they beat Mass by 8. They beat North Dakota by 5. Lutz, Florida by 8. Windsor, California, they beat them. And then the big win last night over Honolulu, 2-0.
I know Brian McCullough is going to talk with the winning pitcher, Noah Penland. He's going to talk with the coach, obviously, but I'd be curious to know, at what point did it turn for this team? Was it the win against Honolulu that maybe made them believe that they could beat a good Taiwan team?
And what were they thinking traveling all the way down here from Kentucky and you're down 10-0
after
the first half inning in only your third game of the tournament?
And
So-
we mentioned throughout the broadcast early on, they had gone 18 straight innings without giving up a run.
Found themselves down 1-0 against an undefeated team.
Pitching, defense, timely hitting. How about the timely hit, Eli Hammonds,
Eli
with
Hammonds.
a double to right center field in the 5th inning, nonetheless, to plate their only 2 runs of the game.
They'll have a parade for him at home.
Right, yeah.
A lot of hooting and hollering going on in southeast Lexington today, and they're presenting the medals now to the entire team from Ohio Valley. Alan Cox, Mason Filburn, Blake Lambert, Reed Moss, Eli Hammonds, Liam McDonald, Brady Vernon, Graham Potter, Preston Carl, Cooper Qualio, Noah Penland, Zach Fugate, John Siegler, Reed Graves, Xavier Miller, and of course their coaches, Shannon Potter, the manager, Mike Siegler, Kevin Hammonds, Alex Penland, and bad boy, Logan Penland. What a great thrill for him, too.
Ohio Valley wins gold. 2-1 win against Taiwan to win
We could not ask for a better 2 games.
2-1 and 2-1.
And we hope you folks at home enjoyed it as well. You didn't have to be a Kentucky or a Taiwan fan to enjoy this.
Now they have their championship banner that they'll hold up.
Southeast Lexington, Kentucky, and for the state of Kentucky, that is World Series Championship number 9. But for this, for South Lexington, they won in 92, 01, and 2018. But for the state, number 9, great program, great baseball being played at the youth level in the state of Kentucky.
Going back to that 5th inning, remember it was that mid-batsman with 2 outs.
Yeah, that was crucial.
Started with 2 outs.
And with a new pitcher.